So with our first weapon, we are going to head off to Plant Man, because, you know, ice beats plants. Makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
The Iceman cometh.
I want you to pay special attention to the background and look at all the, fuzziness on it.
Whoa, parallaxing!
Something's off.
Pay no mind to the enemies hiding in the grass.
No, I mean, something's super off about that background.
Oh.
You mean the fact that it seems to be a JPEG? You know, like everything else?
Well, that and the foreground is missing some fucking trunks to make these trees look like trees. Unless there's just like crap that hangs out on the air.
Well, look, these are just these are the famous leaning trees of Brazil.
Don't you remember the sky trees?
Yeah, and underground is a background from one of the Super Mario Bros. Game.
Mario! It's Mario 3!
Wait, that's Mario 2. That's Mario 2.
From All-Stars.
I
got confused.
Yeah, one of the All-Stars games.
No, this is Super Mario Brothers 2 All-Stars, because this is the background for the games.
I don't know what the background music for that one is.
I think this is Stone Man.
Do we have to bomb jump? Oh, hey.
Nom 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 nom.
And now we have water, which doesn't really function that well either, just like everything else in this game.
Are you sure this is water? It looks a little too blue to be water.
It's Plant Man's Jello.
Do I have to start singing that song again, Lobster?
Shut up.
I think my favorite part about it is that being underwater changes all the sprites again, so now they look even worse.
They're a completely different underwater sprites? Are you serious?
Well, no, the effect that they're using on it just makes everything look even worse.
Oh, okay.
So now all the sprites are like cut in half and like shifted a bit.
Oh,
That would have
gross.
been so funny.
Are you sure that wasn't just me having...
And just a note, there's no quick weapon switch or energy balancer in this game.
Well, this was 2010. They didn't have that technology back then.
No one thought about to do that.
Except it was in the game that Chillman was in.
Nobody thought about doing that.
Well, look, that had a whole team of people behind it. This had...
Programming is hard, okay?
He couldn't be bothered
Right.
to come up with, or just steal the good ideas, I guess.
Well, look, man, there is no easy tutorial in Game Maker 7 to do these sorts of things, so...
Then why try to do it?
'Cause I wanted to make video games!
If that was a question people asked themselves recently, you wouldn't have DeviantArt.
Or half the things on Game Jolt.
And I don't know if that's a world you want to live in.
Or 90% of whatever's on Steam.
You wouldn't have all those interesting Five Nights at Freddy's clones.
We wouldn't have half the gems in favorite series, like Lunar Dragon Song or Dragon Quarter. So you gotta think when you say things like that, if people just didn't do things because they could.
Not. Could not.
Even if it was for exceedingly bad reasons.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know how to make a Mega Man fan game, but I don't go and do it anyways, because it would probably turn out to be a train wreck.
Oh, you should do it anyways.
That didn't stop Pyro.
My games
Yeah.
are train wrecks, but they exist anyways.
You should get Pyro to mentor you. Then you can inherit her powers. I think that's how that works.
Yes.
And become Captain Planet. Is that where you're going with this?
No, I'm thinking he's going with more of a King Kai thing.
I was thinking more like you were gonna. Never mind. Forget it. Yeah, let's go with the King Kai thing.
Am I gonna learn the King Kai Fist times 10?
Only if you can defeat Plant Man, who spends at least 80% of the fight invulnerable.
Mega Man hack times 50!
That's just Mega Man dongs, though.
Where does Eternal fall on that scale?
You don't want to know.
You're not even powering up.
If this was more fast-paced than the plant shield spread thing would actually be a good idea, but
This is all he does.
90% of the time is just the shield instead of the actual attacks.
That do anything, so it's just jump, slide, jump, slide.
Just my kind of boss.
And that's it.
The pattern is so hypnotic.
Again, I can't get over the compression in the background. It just... Why?
Because!
You had to have access to Sprite's ink.
So, what do you think Plant Man's weapon's gonna be?
A disappointment.
Robo punch.
Land
Plant
attack.
I was too lazy to code a shit.
I'll just lazily toss these at you. Hopefully your allergies will take care of the rest.
Shield weapons are hard to program, okay? They're hard.
I know they are for me.